What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome to another Forge stream. I'm going to go over a few tips and tricks that I've known for quite some time in Forge, as well as a little bit of framing when it comes to creating aesthetic environments and how to make your map feel more alive and really honestly just like more involved with the environment around it. Good way to utilize trees, good way to utilize just different objects to create some really unique looking environments and experiences in Halo Reach. So what's up to everyone here? What's up to Assassin's Cat? Your voice sounds like a robot. Sounds like a robot. Hold on one second. Let me see what this sounds like real quick. Hold up. All right, let me know if this sounds better now. If it doesn't, I'll restart the stream real quick. But yeah, let me know if it sounds better. If it doesn't, we'll restart it. All right, so I just tested it. It sounds like it sounds pretty good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hop into Forge. We're gonna go over a few tips and tricks. So sorry about the little delay in the beginning, but just had to replug in my mic. All right, so we're in Forge World. Let's go over a few things real quick when it comes to understanding your environment and using the environment that you're given in a really unique way, right? So first things first, let me get rid of these. And you guys have been loving the Reach content, so definitely want to do more of it. Alrighty. So, good thing to note is that I showed you last time the waterfalls over here, right? If you look at just some of the paths that are naturally built into Forge World, you could see that there's quite a few things you could actually do here, right? You could build this into the side of a map. You can make this like an alternative path, which I haven't seen a lot of people do. Be kind of cool. You could use this area down here, which I haven't seen a lot of people use this area in Forge for whatever reason. But hey, if you're in here, if you're watching Sunday night, we're chilling. Let me know what questions you have about Forge, specifically in Halo Reach, and I'll see if I can provide some insight to you and help you out. So here's a good one right here, right? Look at the areas that most people never usually use in Forge World, and see if you could build anything out of that. Do a thing for Halo 4 too. I could definitely do something for Halo 4. Wanted to hop on Reach. Maybe I hop on a few different games. But let's say, for instance, you know what? Let's create something on the beach here. Let's see if we can create an environment here. Now, when I see rocks like this, immediately what I think of is I could put a vehicle of some sort, right? Some scenery piece here. Specifically, maybe not a phantom, but like a pelican, right? Pelicans, I feel it's just an iconic thing to put on maps in Halo. Sometimes they could be a little gimmicky, but if you do it correctly, definitely stands out. So one thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a crashed pelican, just like a landing zone here, right? Just imagine Imagine that a pelican has crashed. I don't know why it's doing that, but... Alright. Pelican's crashed. Landed there. Can you get through here? Nope. So what would this look like? First thing that I would do is I would go over to... Let's just say you stumble across this, right? I guess what I'm going to try to do here for you guys is build an environment that feels real, so you can get just some insight for when you create your own maps. Let's see. Let me say what's up to everyone first. Please, more Reach content. I love the aesthetical elements. Okay, cool. I made a map from Halo CE's mission 343 Guilty Spark. Awesome. I started forging again because I saw that video. I've been in a rough patch with only a few maps pumped out since Reach Forge came out for Xbox. Hey man, I'm glad you got back into it. Thanks to you, I've been making more Reach maps, and the Reach map I'm working on right now is more a cinematic and detailed one. Yes. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to build an environment that feels real, okay? I'm going to build something that I think stands out, right? Imagine a pelican crashed and essentially we're just gonna make it look like they set up, let's do a heavy barrier over here. They set up a base here, right? Let's just imagine. And this could be like a cool little thing for like infection, you know? Put the little Jersey barriers. Nope, we'll just do one over here. Push this back a little bit. Let's see. Custom Chief Clips. What's up, man? I see you did a Clips channel now. Everyone's doing that. It's kind of funny. Let's see. So we'll do multi. And let's say if we put a box over here. All right, put that to fix so it doesn't move. And this is always like a good look, man. You know, if you put the 3 crates next to each other, remember, switch them around just because of the fact that you want to be able to have some diversity. You know, you don't want everything to look too similar. Right, turn it just a little bit like this. All right, so now we have that. I could show you something, actually, for all of you that are in here, but you know what? I'll do it real quick because I'm gonna tease something for you guys that, yeah, you know what? I'm working on a big project right now that's gonna be coming out most likely later on this week with Rejected Shotgun and some very, very talented modders, which you will know of very soon. And do you guys want to see something that is a little hint to what it might be? Possibly, just a little bit. Would you guys be interested? Let's see what you guys say, because let's see if this is familiar to you guys. All right, we'll leave it at that. And just stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube to learn more about what this actually is. Okay? So you will see soon enough. All right, so now if we go down to scenery pieces, once again, we go to barricades, barricade large. We already have our barricades here. We could have some crates. We could have like a heavy duty crate, you know. You could have like 3 of these. Kind of fit it in with the rock right here. Make that fixed. Do another one right here. Maybe this one that's tilted like that. Let me see what you guys are saying. So anyway, I'm not gonna talk much about what that was, but it's a little hint for you guys, just as a token of appreciation for paying attention to the stream. Okay, so these are smalls, and these are large. So maybe I can just do that right there. Maybe we could put some cones around here, some sandbags. Do like a corner sandbag. You know, if you do infection maps and stuff, it's gonna end up working out for you. We're gonna add some scenery pieces in a little bit, and you'll see how it all kind of pulls together. We'll do a 45 on this one. Come over here and do the same. I do not know why it's lagging for me right now the way it is. But for some weird reason it is. And maybe we'll just do like a straight one here. Let's read the comments real quick. Yeah. You guys will see soon enough. So, now, just if you guys are interested in it, make sure to follow me so that you stay up to date on everything, because we will be talking about it shortly. Remember, with these, you want to have the rocks and then the trees split up in random. So let's say, for instance, we had some rocks like this. Once you start putting in the foliage, I mean, it really starts to kind of come together. I don't know why it's lagging for me tonight, but it is. Let's see. Nice, Joshua. All right, so now what you can begin to see, maybe we have a box. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one there, but start putting more trees around. By the way, was anyone on my Twitter today? Did you guys see what I posted today? I posted a quick little teaser, and I don't know if you caught what was in the teaser, right? But there is 2 things in there that I'm hoping caught some of your guys' attention. If any of you are in here that saw my post on Twitter and can tell me what it was, that would be pretty cool. Let me know. Let me know if you saw it. Let's see. Could you phase the destroyed warthog into the pelican so you can use smoke? Yeah, absolutely. So essentially how that works is this has to be on phased, right? But the way that you would make a pelican smoke is you would go to scenery, MCC, you would go down to vehicles, you would go to pelican. You would have it on fixed, right? Let me just do it with this one. Essentially bring that up, go to vehicles destroyed, go down to warthog destroyed, and then you essentially just put the warthog right here, right? And then you bring the pelican down, and that's a really easy way. Ooh, it's glitching out for me. I don't know what's doing that. It's a really easy way to be able to create a pelican that's smoking. I don't know if any of you guys have done that before, but you can see where I placed it. It was just on this vent right here. So that's one way you could actually make it smoke. But now when you're walking through here, you can begin to see that it actually kind of feels like a actual environment, right? Maybe we could put the warthog this way. I wish it wasn't glitching as bad. Hold on one second. Let me see if I save it as something. See if that works. Nah, it's still pretty glitchy, but alrighty. Now what you guys can see here is that it's beginning to look a little bit more real. Maybe we could put that in the middle, just to kind of break everything up. And then remember, use the rocks to your advantage. If we go down to natural here and you just go to medium 1 rock, medium 2 rock. Nope, phased. You can begin to start placing these. It's going to move the warthog right now, but I'll move it right back. You know? You could have fun with it. And then you can take the warthog here. Alright, I guess that's not working then, huh? Never mind. Doesn't work with these rocks. I'm thinking maybe the warthog even goes like right here, off to the side. It's an area you can kind of like dip behind. Let's see. We'll put some more trees back here. Put some back here. And then also remember that although these are rocks and broken trees and a primary tree all in one, you don't have to just use them as they're intended to be used. You can lower these completely, right? And what you can essentially have is just the tree itself, you know? You can have it just like that. And then what you can do here, it's like, for instance, let's see if... Let's tilt it a little bit so it looks like the actual pelican hit it, right? And then over here, let's go back to structure. We'll go to natural. We'll go to rock flat. What we'll do right now, kind of mess with it like that. Go to rock medium. And you can kind of begin to see that it takes shape, just a little bit. You know, you can even put some rocks out here and you can see that it's one way you can use it without involving the rocks and all that. And then as you're walking through here, it just feels like my primary thing with Reach is just making maps look better than how you are used to seeing Reach maps look, you know? They're usually all metallic and whatnot, and you know, it's one of those things I just wanted to fix. Here's an old school Halo trick, right? Where you have the spires, right? Let's see, maybe we could do it over here. Yeah, imagine this, right? Let's have another spire right here. Like back here. The old school trick that Bungie used to use all the time is having the 3 rocks for cover, right? So you're shooting here. You can come around this corner. Keep moving this warthog around. I don't know where I'm gonna place it. But essentially just having some cover throughout here could be kind of cool. Yeah, you know, like here, let's see. Let me read the comments real quick, see if you guys want anything specifically. By the way, shout out to all 28 of you that are in here. I have a big project that's going to be launching this week with a ton of very talented modders, including Rejected Shotgun, if you guys are familiar with who he is. So it's going to be very interesting to release that. You guys are going to be very surprised by what's actually going to be released. So make sure you subscribe and you like and you comment and all this stuff. And my Twitter is Infinite Forges, so check that out. Nice, love the idea of using the tree curve from the Pelican. Yep. Personally, I love to see more natural tree placement. I hate seeing maps where trees are evenly symmetrically placed and it looks unnatural. All right, cool. So essentially, let's show a few ways you could use a tree without it looking repetitive, right? So one way you could place a tree is like this, right? Another way you could place a tree is like this. You know, you could essentially push it into a rock a little bit, and then you have a tree that's downed, you know, and you could walk through it like this. Another unique way you could use this tree is by actually using it in such a way that it's actually a wall, right? So it could look like a mossy cliffside. That's another way you could use it. You know, but just like switch it up and make it, once again, not like this looks a little like too hold on. Maybe if I add, see if I can create a cool wall here. Maybe, see, I don't know if you guys are catching what I'm doing here, but essentially what you can do is you can use the trees in such a way to be able to create like a mossy wall, you know? And then if you need to fill out the space in here so it doesn't just look like a floating tree, you could push this back a little bit. And then you can do the same over here. Have some of those ferns stick out. Let's just do this for fun right here. All right, let's just hop in. Now what it kind of looks like is, although that's not perfectly lined up, you kind of get it where it just seems like a mossy cliff face. And this could just be like a little pathway that you walk through. Imagine that if what you did was you added some rocks to each side. Imagine the water line here had some rocks. And if I go back to structures here, we can go to natural, we can go to rock arch. A good thing that you can actually do is if you want to create like a rock floor or something that just looks a little unique, you could use these right here. Essentially just repeat them, right? By the way, this is pretty rough just because I'm using it as an example primarily, but I mean, you get the idea. You can mess around with how these rocks actually end up looking. I do not know why it's glitching so much right now. But do you see this? How it actually looks now? I mean, it looks natural. Maybe push this one in just a little bit. Push it up just a little bit. And then if you want, you could use the scenery pieces, or the structure pieces, sorry, and then you could turn these around. Push these in. Right? And now what you have is a mossy environment, right? Begin to see how this actually all pulls together. Because you know how it is at the water line, how there's usually some there's some moss, you know? You actually turn this around and let's say you put it on the edge over here. And essentially what you're doing is you're just creating something. Oh, alright, never mind. I died. Let's see, you're a really good forger, but hey, is the ladder less tricks still a thing on PC Reach? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see, I can't, unfortunately. I have work in an hour. Question, how do you budget light map while keeping the map looking good? I know things like rocks and, well, I mean, you just be resourceful, you know? Just be resourceful. Do your best to essentially create the environment you want for cheap. Practice getting good at optimizing the amount of objects you're using. Just be conscious of like, how many trees am I using? How many blocks am I using? Right? So that you don't negatively affect frame rate. But now we kind of got this. I mean, I could definitely do more with this. This is just like a little, you know. Here, watch. If I put a dead tree on this now, I mean, I'd have to add more to it, kind of justify it in the back, because I don't think a tree would just be growing in water, but I'd put something back there. But you can begin to see if you're walking through here how this looks, right? You could easily maybe put some, like a rock right here, kind of breaks up the space. Just like gameplay purposes, if something's coming around the corner, you can get cover quickly. I don't know if that's the right rock for it, but yeah, it's not. But you get the point. If I were to do it, I would actually go to natural, and then I would just do Spire 1 or something, you know? Little thing like that. But it kind of takes away from that view. Anyway, yeah, and then also another thing that I was going to say is, like, check this out, for instance. I was going to show you this when it comes to the waterfall. If any of you guys are going to utilize the waterfall, I recommend doing this. Hold on. I'm really excited about Forge for Infinite. Me too, man. Give us the Forge World Tree as a Forge object. That would be cool. Looking good, man. Hey, I appreciate it. I just jump on here to do some like little tips and tricks, and hopefully it adds value to you guys. But all right, let's look at this. Right, you can't go too far in, but what you can do here is you can get the arch, right? Once you get the arch, turn it on its side, push it in like that, take another arch, push it in like this, and start to like round off a cliffside of sorts, you know? This would be really good for you guys to pay attention to. I've been thinking about doing this one for a while, but there's so much opportunity with this waterfall, you know? It really is. Maybe use this side of the object. Nah, you don't want to, because that would stick into it. Alright. I'm probably gonna get the death barrier thing, but because I'm probably building too close. But once again, you guys get the idea. What I'm essentially trying to do here is build a cliffside. Oh, for some reason it's not letting me go in anymore, but let's see if I can do this. Alright, I can do that. Let's just get a little bit more, give it a little bit more space to walk around. And essentially, if you want to create a 4v4 or an infection map or something like that, 2v2, 1v1, whatever. 1v1s are great because especially on here you could have more detail, just have more budget for detail. Like a 4v4 or like an infection map, having a natural infection map based around an area like this would be really cool, so I'm kind of hoping some of you guys do that. Alright, so you can kind of see what's happening here, right? Now, for instance, if we take a structure, right, like the tree, put the tree right there. Say we put the tree right here to cover up this area that's kind of just looking like a cliffside. Right, now you can see Forge World, but you look up and you see this massive waterfall. It doesn't really look the best, but you know, it's reach. Alright, so you can't go too far. But now essentially you have this cliffside that the waterfall is just, you know, pouring into. It's a unique way to be able to use the environment. And I think that's a cool thing, you know? Just to kind of take some thought. Let's see, maybe if we put a scenery piece like like a phantom above here or something, it could be kind of cool. We'll see. Kind of just messing around with this. Yeah, like look at this. Having a phantom over here. It just, I mean, these are the things like waterfalls like this. These are the types of things that you usually just see in campaign, right? Environments that look this immersive. And then you could kind of build out from here, you know, build a cliffside and have it essentially come all the way around so that you're looking at this waterfall or interacting with this waterfall as well, and just make the entire map like a cliffside map. Like that's a really fun idea, you know? I hope they allow us more control over water and Infinite. Yeah, man, absolutely. I agree. Like for instance, if you look at this right here, right? A quick way to be able to this is all like so simple. It really is, honestly. But like if you just take some trees, right? And you just work with the pathing that has been given, what you can create is just something that looks, you know, aesthetically pleasing. You just use some of these rocks and, oh my gosh, what's going on? Use some of these rocks and you just build around this specific rock right here. And what you'll end up with is just something that feels a bit more alive. You know, this is only 4 pieces of trees here, but you know, it works. You could edge out pathing like that, and it'll add an element of an aesthetically pleasing element to your map. So, you know, simple stuff. But once again, let's see. Maybe, see, this could be kind of cool. Let's see if this works. I've actually yet to try this yet, but let's say if you have this is like an interesting idea. I don't know if this is really going to work or not, but if we go to scenery, right, we go to vehicles destroyed, Warthog, right? Let's see if we can get an arch to go phased with this. No, you cannot. Let's see if MCC does it or allows it. Alright, well that's not happening. So, see, what I'm trying to do is, maybe that needs to be set to phased and then the rock needs to be set to phased and it'll work. Okay, yes, so it does work. Alright, so imagine this, right? Imagine you have this Warthog in here. And what you want to do is you want to create a flare, right? An interesting way to be able to create a flare would be by taking this rock here. Alright, that's not working. Taking this rock here, pushing it in here. Alright, where did that go? Is it not there? Alright, I can't, obviously, reach is not allowing me to put it in there, but let's just do this for an example, right? Warthog is right there. I want to see if the lights actually do anything at all with this. Right? Like, I don't know if that... I'm just kind of messing around with it. Like, that's like a... It's obviously not fire, right? But the thing is, potentially if you put something like in here, right? If you have it like as a background scenery piece, that looks like fire, you know? And then on top of that, what you could do is you could put like a red flashing, right? So it kind of gives a look and feel to... for some reason Reach is not cooperating with me, but essentially, you get the idea. You know, I don't want the red flashing in there, but that's a kind of unique way to be able to make it look like a warthog is on fire. You know, if that works. But do you have a Discord for this stuff? Yeah, I do. You can find me on Discord at Infinite Forges. You can find me on Twitter at Infinite Forges. And on YouTube, if you guys feel like I am providing you any value at all, subscribing means a lot. I mean, just consider it. And if you do, you can always unsubscribe later. It's not a big deal, but you're definitely going to want to be subscribed, especially if you're a PC player. In the coming days, there is a lot to look forward to. So it do indeed look like fire. Well, see, that's a unique way you could kind of use it. That's essentially going to be the stream, I think, right? Unless there's something specifically you guys want to see. If there is, can you let me know? Is there something you specifically want to see? Are there any questions that you have that I could kind of add any value to? Let me know. Do you think the base Xbox One will hold? No, I don't think so. I think it'll be just fine. I think we'll be able to create some really immersive and crazy stuff with Forge, regardless if it's on, you know, the old Xbox or new. I think they're going to be pushing it quite a bit. But this is my really rough, not really detailed, because it's kind of lagging me tonight, because I don't know why, but it is. It's kind of like my little crash pelican area, right? Little beach area. And also, I mean, there's so many unique ways to be able to use water. There really is. If you're out here and you want to create, let's see, if we want to create something, let's see, doors, windows, walls. You know what? No, I'll maybe leave that for next time. I showed you how to create a lagoon in one of the past streams, so you could actually go back to that and see. But anyway, yeah, guys, I think this is it, unless there's any specific requests that you guys have. But yeah, I showed you how to kind of make a warthog look like it was on fire, apart from just smoking like this. I showed you the broken down pelican, and I showed you how to essentially use trees in a different way. Create kind of like this rocky terrain by the water, you know, a bunch of unique ways. I don't know why it's lagging me as much as it is, guys. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if it's picking up on your end like that. Also showed you over here how to be able to make a unique cliffside, utilizing different elements of Forge World. Also using some of these trees to be able to create some cool pathing. And also, I'd like to see one of you guys actually make a map utilizing this area in here, right? Be kind of cool. Use some of these pathways in here. Get really creative with how this can work, right? Whether it's a race map or whatnot. But this one's actually pretty cool. I really like this one right here, because it could just be a piece that's in the background. That looks like fire. You know, when you're kind of shooting and looking around, you're not going to notice that that's just a red ball, but it looks nice, it works well, and that is your ghetto rigged fire for Halo Reach. Guys, I can catch you on the next one, but hold on one second. Let me read a few questions. If you want, I can explain my level mechanic idea. I'd love to see it tested by someone who knows what they're doing with Forge. Yeah, David, hit me up on Twitter at Infinite Forges. Send me a message, and we'll go from there. This doesn't have to do with Forge, but what's up with the Magnum? It's just a little tease. You know, for what's to come later on this this week. So, like I said, just subscribe, stick around, and you guys will get an idea of what this Magnum is all about. It'd be cool, man. Alrighty, guys. Well, hey, I love doing this. If you like these streams, leave a like so I can know to do more of them. And I'll come up with a few ideas. I can hop into Halo 4. I can hop into Halo 3, which that Forge is not really one that I like too much. But I can also hop into Halo 5. Whatever you guys want, just leave comments below for me. And let me know what you want to see. All right? I will catch you guys on the next one. And yes, my Discord is Infinite Forges. I'll see you guys later. Adios.